Okay guys, so I'm going to start this video back at home. It's actually the day after we got home from the cruise, and this is going to be the beginning of the first video for the cruise, and I'm going to explain the struggle of getting to where we were supposed to go, which was Orlando. I do apologize if I look really bad right now. I have not been feeling the greatest. Alright, so where do I even begin? First of all, our cruise left November 11th, which was Veterans Day 2022, and it was the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. Returned back to Port Canaveral on the 14th, which was yesterday. And we normally fly down. We've learned from doing cruises in the past. This was our 11th cruise, to fly down a day early in case like anything were to happen with the flight or anything were to get canceled. So that's exactly what we did. Hurricane Nicole had just hit Florida about 2 days before we got there and was heading up the East Coast. We live in Maryland, so we were worried about traveling down and flying right through it. And the Orlando International Airport had shut down at 4 p.m. on the day that we were going to be traveling down. So with the airport being shut down, or we didn't know if we were going to be able to fly into Orlando because our flight kept getting delayed and then kept getting delayed some more. And then it was finally set where we were going to be leaving at 8:30 and arriving in Orlando at 11 because they thought the airport would have been open back up again. Wasn't the case. We were literally driving out of the neighborhood, not even onto the highway. My mom refreshed her phone and they had canceled our flight to Orlando. So we literally did a U-turn and went back to the house, and we're like, okay, well, what do we do now? We all sat on our devices for a few minutes trying to figure out what do we need to do? How do we get to Orlando? We've paid X amount of money. We're not missing this cruise tomorrow because it was not canceled. And obviously, as we all know, I've already been on the ship and I'm back. The cruise wasn't canceled, and it's not. If we were to cancel the cruise, we don't get the money back at all. So we got on the phone with Southwest with a very nice lady. I forget what her name was, but she got us a flight to Georgia. She's like, I get you into Georgia. You're gonna have to drive the rest of the way to Orlando. And we're like, fine, we'll take it. Didn't care what the time was. So we took a 7:30 flight out of BWI down to Savannah, Georgia, and that was probably the worst flight I've ever had in my life. And I'm going to show you guys a few of the clips while I'm talking. So the pilot came on and said that we were going to be experiencing some turbulence, and I was like, okay, that's nothing that I haven't experienced before. It's not going to be that bad. It was horrible. We flew right through a storm with lightning. We were doing this number the whole entire time. And landing was not fun. We slid on the runway when we did land. So thank God we made it to Georgia safely, and we get off the plane and we're like, okay, what do we do now? And a very quick scramble, we booked a hotel, booked a rental car, went down to get our bags, got the rental car, and headed to a hotel that wasn't even a mile away from the airport. So this is now about 11 at night, and we needed to be in Orlando by noon the next day. So we got up at like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning is when we got up and got ready, and we left the hotel by 6 and drove 4.5 or 5 hours down to Orlando, which was a very interesting car ride, but you know, we had to make it there. So, and I was really happy because we got to stop at a Buc-ee's, which was the first time I've ever gone to one, so I'll throw some pictures into that.
Dude, we just got Buc-ee's.
By the time we get to Orlando, it's like noonish, 1ish, and as of then, Port Canaveral was slowly starting to open back up. The Disney Wish, if in normal circumstance, the Wish would have been there at 5 in the morning, and we would have been able to board the ship at like 11 or noon, and we would have gotten on the ship then. What had happened was the Wish was delayed getting into the port, so we got on a bus to go to the port at about 4 p.m., and it was a beautiful ride over there, really pretty sunset, and the Wish was there. We boarded the ship at about 7 because there was a huge line. It was a fiasco. We waited an hour in traffic right outside of the port because there were 2 other cruise ships that had to leave that night on another voyage along with us. So we boarded the ship at 7, and it was a huge scramble. We went right to dinner, dropped the bags in the room, went right to dinner, There was no sail away party that night. We didn't know what was going on. We missed the first show, which kind of sucked because I really wanted to see it because it was a brand new show. And we didn't leave Port Canaveral till 9 p.m. that night. And that was that. That was boarding the ship, which was an experience. But it was cool to say that we experienced that. And we did go on the cruise. So without further ado, guys, here are the videos from the cruise. I hope you guys enjoy them. So here we are. It's July 2nd.
July 2nd, 2022.
We just finished our 7-day Eastern Caribbean cruise.
On the Disney Fantasy.
We're on the Disney Fantasy. And I'm recording this because in November, we're going to be on the Disney Wish. No one's ever been on it yet. No guests have seen it. We're the first to see it. The first group of guests to see the Wish. It's like 5:30 in the morning right now, Port Canaveral.
We arrived an hour early.
And the Disney Wish is right there in front of us. I mean, it's hard to see it say Wish, but it's not lit up. But the Disney Wish, November. Let's go. Yo! Oh my god, it's the Disney Wish. We're actually here. We're actually here. Oh my god. Paugh.
Disney Wish, please welcome aboard the Paugh family. Welcome.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Dude.
The Disney Wish. We are so glad you've gathered here this evening for what has become a tradition here at Disney Cruise Line, the lighting of our beautiful holiday tree. Now, the holidays are such a special time to gather, to share traditions, and to create memories with our families, friends, and loved ones. I just received words that they have indeed made it here. So, Grand Hall, put your hands together and give a warm welcome to our tree lighting hosts, Mickey and Minnie Mouse!
Happy holidays, everyone! Oh, Mickey, the ship is so beautiful! I just love spending these magical holidays at sea!
Me too, Minnie. Why, it's almost time to create some very merry magic with our holiday tree. Is everybody ready to help us out? Great!
Hey, don't forget about me! Check out that tree! It sure is pretty.
It's the perfect time for a holiday sing-along.
That's a wonderful idea!
Well, here's one I think everybody will know.
Now don't be shy! Everybody sing along!
decorate the tree? That tree is enchanted, and we can't light it without a little extra holiday pixie dust.
You mean like wishes from all of our new friends?
Oh, and my favorite holiday song, Oh Christmas Tree.
Well, do we have everything we need?
Gosh, I think so.
Sure hope so.
I need you all to think of a very special holiday wish. Now hold that wish in your hand. We are gonna send it to our wishing star. It's working! Okay, everyone, now we're gonna sing Minnie's favorite holiday song, Oh Christmas Tree. If you know the words, sing along.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Your shining stars and twinkling lights, they gently glow throughout the night. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches.
Okay, everyone, the time is now. Minnie, come on, the holiday countdown.
Here we go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Dude, that was freaking cool.
And there's one wish we'd like to share with all of you tonight.
I know, we're the first people.
Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas.
I know, it's really cool.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
But how about we put it together once again for Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Pluto?
Happy holidays, everybody.
See you later, everybody. Enjoy your maritime cruise.
Bye. Goodbye now. See you real soon.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here for our very maritime cruise. Welcome aboard and have a fantastic time.
So guys, that is going to do it for the first video out of our Disney Cruise Line Very Merry Time on the Wish videos. I did not film that much on embarkation day, so I do apologize, but it was a really hectic day as you saw in the video in the beginning. But yeah, so stay tuned for tomorrow's video, which is day 2 when we had a day at sea. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video and dream on.